Just trying to pull out of the driveway here. Hitting the road for a family haunting tonight. It's a little bit misleading, the weather here, because it's like dark and cloudy and been raining on and off. But the humidity is absolutely crazy.
At the stop sign, turn right.
Slow traffic. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday.
In half a mile, turn left onto East Main Street.
I should have muted my GPS. I gotta stop gas. Maybe I'll do that so you guys will have to hear the GPS the entire time. Thought I'd jump on here and say hello to everybody before we started filming. Sounds like a pretty crazy case tonight, at least as far as the backstory and all the trauma and things that's happened to the family. So hopefully we can document some good evidence and get them some help tonight.
At the next light, turn left.
You never know till you get in there and start investigating. So we'll see. Yeah, I gotta meet.
At the light, turn left onto East Main Street.
I gotta meet Rocky and Sean over there, so. Yeah, when I get to the gas station, I'll shut my GPS off. So don't forget, guys, next Friday night, start brand new family hauntings. Actually, all the family hauntings in July are like crazy good. So Friday will be the largest family haunting we've ever done. Very unique episode. Documented some amazing evidence. Got to meet and work with some amazing families.
In 3/4 of a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto West Main Street.
Definitely gonna mute that whenever I get up here. But yeah, it's definitely a crazy, crazy night. It's very unique as far as a family haunting goes. But it's pretty cool. A huge building. The three of us had to...
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto West Main Street.
Okay, GPS, you don't have to like tell me every specific thing. I'll be at the gas station here in a second, and I will mute that GPS. I always thought when I went live it never talked, but evidently it does. Everybody getting ready for 4th of July coming up. So that's the plan. We'll film this weekend. Next weekend we're going to take off because it's 4th of July weekend. And that weekend is impossible to investigate because all you hear all night is fireworks. So fireworks have tricked us.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto West Main Street.
So we will not be filming next weekend, which would be good because we've been on the road like non-stop for a couple months. Okay, let me pump some gas here real quick. Better shut my car off. Give me 1 second. Take my keys so I don't lock myself. It's nice to see gas prices going up again. Let me try to mute this real quick. I got the GPS muted so you guys won't have to listen to that. So the two key ingredients for a proper investigation is Kool-Aid and Black Rifle coffee. This has actually been in my fridge for a while, so I'm hoping it's still good. I feel like we bought these a couple months ago. I'm sure it'll be okay. They don't really have a expiration date on them. I would say that you can't have bad coffee, but you guys have all seen I can get bad coffee. Remember that one coffee I had that was, I think my gas is gonna fill up here in a second. Be right back. Okay, so hopefully my GPS won't bug the shit out of us. Yeah, so sometime next week I'll put up the preview for next Friday's episode. And then we've got another family haunting we did out on the West Virginia, Ohio border. And then we have the episode we did up in Gary, Indiana, which is probably the scariest I've ever been in my life. But you guys will see why. Yeah, the gentleman we're getting ready to go work with tonight, he had messaged me a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And it's a pretty sad story, backstory to the case and how this stuff has affected him and has affected his family for many years. And I think he wants to get answers and get help before things turn out really bad, him and his mother. So God willing, we can get them some answers. I typically don't drive this way, so I'm not 100% sure if I will lose signal or not. So if I lose the signal, I do apologize. I probably started another live earlier. I'll have to go check whenever I can park. I was trying to get the live set up, and then something happened. So we will see. Let's try this Black Rifle coffee. Get some caffeine going before we investigate. Tastes fine. That's pretty good. Black Rifle coffee. Espresso with cream. It's got 200 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know if that's a lot of caffeine or not. I wonder how many milligrams of caffeine a normal cup of coffee's got in it. I'm guessing not 200 milligrams, but I'll have to remember to check my GPS down the road. But I can go for a little while before I... Yeah, so next Friday's case, the largest family haunting. We were originally called out to help one family, and interviewing other people who had experiences at their place, we started to talk to more people, and the more people we talked to, the more families in the building that were having activity go on. So we said, instead of doing one place, let's just try to hit as many as we can. Plus we hit the entire building. So you'll see with the episode, like, Rocky took one apartment, Sean took an apartment, and then I took the building itself, like all the hallways, the elevator, and all that stuff. And then our plan was to switch off and on throughout the night. Probably documented some of our best EVPs that we've documented in a long time. And what was good about the EVPs, which I don't want to ruin too much of it, but they go along with the voices, the sound of the EVPs go along with the type of building we were at. So I think you guys will really, really enjoy this. Anybody on Patreon watching, I've almost got another episode wrapped up. I will put on Patreon hopefully this weekend still. If not, definitely by Monday. I'm thinking I can have it. It might be Monday or Tuesday. By the time we film tonight, we'll see how it goes. But at least it'll be early next week. I'll have that episode up. And actually, the next, I would say the last 4 or 5 episodes I've edited here lately have all been well over an hour. So, and all of July, all of August, everything's going to be nothing but family hauntings. A lot of you guys know we've been on the road like nonstop, so, and we've been doing nothing but family hauntings. Getting some stuff scheduled. I was up late last night working on the schedule and talking to people, getting stuff set up for Chasing Evil. So we're going to try to film that. My plan was, since we're not investigating next weekend, to try to start filming Chasing Evil, because, you know, I can shoot interviews and stuff. But they are going to be out of town next weekend, so it sounds like we're going to do the filming for Chasing Evil, at least start it the following weekend. We'll probably spend 3 or 4 days down there filming. I've just got to figure out all the, because we got so many cases down in North Carolina, South Carolina, that area. So I've got to try to figure out all the travel arrangements so we can hit them. Another one back, something like that. The only hard part about doing like multiple family hauntings over a weekend or 3 or 4 days, we're going to try to do it getting stuff charged and ready to go for the next case. It is pouring rain right now. I was hoping this rain would cool it off a little bit, but I think this rain made it more humid. The good thing is, if we stay live, if you guys hang out with me for a little bit, here shortly we'll be coming to Winchester, Indiana. You guys seen all the damage there from the episode we had a couple weeks ago. I'll show you guys, we'll check out. See, I haven't been back since we filmed there, so we can kind of see how things look when we get up here. Sorry I can't see any of your guys' comments. My comments went away for some reason. My thoughts are, when I get close to the Indiana-Ohio border, I'm talking away and it disconnects. So yeah, like I said, once we get closer to, I believe there's a stretch out here and it's storming like hell, so we'll get through this little stretch and then it'll reconnect if we do lose each other. That's the only thing about going live in part of Indiana is they have like no signal whatsoever. And you would think with a fairly flat state, it wouldn't be hard to get a cell phone signal. And once you get into Indiana, the roads get like very crappy. No shade on Indiana, but your roads are fairly crappy. And I don't know if I have construction up here. You can see my phone shaking like crazy. And then I ordered some new equipment to when I go live at home or we go live with you guys, like on the road and stuff, at like hotels. It's kind of like a podcast setup, but obviously we're going to use it for going live because we don't do podcasts. But hopefully that will make the lives a little bit better. Dude, what are you doing? Just go. The guy was afraid to turn, I think. My guess is right up here, I will probably lose you guys. Can you guys hear me good? Give a thumbs up if you can hear me good. This road is bouncy. What else do we got going on? We just did a case a couple weeks ago for it's a husband and wife. They actually have their own paranormal group. And they were having a lot of stuff going on at their house. And their house is like super well known in that town. It's actually on each year they do a ghost walk for Halloween, like a ghost tour, ghost walk throughout town. And this house is actually on the tour. So it was a pretty crazy night. That's the night we started to use some new equipment. So that was a really good investigation. And the one I'm editing right now, we did up east of Cleveland, Ohio. But I just got the interviews cut together, and I'm just now getting to the investigation part of it. So I think that was, from what I can remember, that was a pretty good night. I don't know what all we caught on camera yet, but it was probably one of the biggest houses we've ever investigated. I think it was probably close to 3,500 square feet, which is a pretty big house. Those houses they're fun to investigate, the bigger houses, but when it comes to cleansing them, it takes quite a bit more time. There's a creepy old house there. I bet that place is haunted. Anybody doing any cookouts or anything exciting for 4th of July? Thank you. I believe that says Mary. Thank you, Mary, for the donation. I don't know what we're doing for July, or 4th of July. I like to go watch the fireworks, but I don't like to deal with the traffic when the fireworks are over. So because what would normally be a 5-minute drive home, it takes you like half an hour to get home. Because you just have thousands of people trying to leave one little area. So this 4th of July, we may just hang out at home with Duke and Tucker. When we get up here, I do need to check my GPS to make sure. I'm not quite sure where I need to turn at. The only good thing about the storm coming through is it may be pretty cool if we have a big thunderstorm come through during the investigation. Show you guys how dark it is here. Probably looks like it's nice and bright. It's one bumpy ass road. Yeah, that's my goal, is get caught up on editing, and then I want to try to get this set up for whenever we go live. Test that all out. So hopefully that'll give us better audio and video and all that fun stuff. And the good thing is we can just take the laptop, like say like when we go down to North Carolina, South Carolina to investigate, we'll just take the laptop, and this setup is all fairly mobile, so we can set it up and do like a live podcast or something in the hotel room. Well, this is not a good road for semis to go down. This coffee is pretty good. Black Rifle Coffee. Veteran. What does that say? Veteran founded. We just had Friday night. We had a soldier who was lost in World War II, and they had found his remains through DNA. So I believe his ship went down in 1944, and so we went up yesterday and they did a big funeral procession, brought him from the airport in Dayton, Ohio up to our area to the funeral, and then had a big funeral, and so that was really special. And just to think, 1944 his ship went down, and here it is 2024, and he finally comes home to be laid at rest. When you see those processions with just all the state highway patrol, the sheriffs, the local police, all the bikers, and really makes you stop and think what the men and women of the armed services, the sacrifices they make to keep us all safe and do what we love to do. So anybody in the military We really do appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was pretty neat to stand up there. Kenzie was up there with me and Amy, and we got to see the whole procession come through. Very, very, very sad moment, I will say. But like I said, it's great to see. You know, he had to be a younger kid. In the pictures they showed in like 1940s. I think he was probably like 18, 19 years old, something like that. Just amazing that they never give up on trying to locate those soldiers all these years later. Okay, we are in Winchester. Let me check my GPS real quick. Okay, I'm gonna leave that on for a second so I can hear. About ran a stop sign. They have the little stop sign set up if you're not paying attention. They're working on rebuilding Taco Bell. I don't know where that GPS said to turn. Let's check real quick. Try not to get lost.
At the next light, turn left.
Turn left at the next light. I will say one thing, all this new equipment we have, it definitely makes the investigations more enjoyable. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And it's crazy because some places you go into and like you'll literally have no alarms going off. And then some of these houses we've been in lately, it's like alarms going off like freaking crazy. And like this last one we just did,
At the light, turn left onto East Washington Street.
Typically, if any alarm's going to go off, it's going to be the REM pod. Those seem like they always do, but this last one, and then like the music box never goes off. But this last one, the music box was going off like crazy. I don't believe any of the REM pods went off at all.
In 9.3 miles, turn left onto West Jackson Street.
Beautiful city of Winchester, Indiana. Wonder if anybody's investigating the Stone Mansion tonight. If I had more time, we would drive by the Stone Mansion, but I'm not going to have time. So I got to meet Sean over here somewhere in Rocky. So yeah, once I get that stuff set up, which will probably be like middle of next week, hopefully, I'll go live from home and we'll see how it looks and sounds. Right now, when we go live, we just use our phones, and it's just easy just to mount your phone, go live, but I would like to have like a dedicated setup before going live. But we tend to focus all of our energy and time on family cases. We've been running so many freaking cameras during investigations, it takes twice as long to edit, review all the evidence. So if you think you're there at a location filming, 6-7 hours, and you're running 6-7 cameras, yeah, that's a lot of time sitting there reviewing footage. And then when you edit it, you have to sync everything up, all the cameras up, all the audio up. But when that big thing happens and you catch it on camera, it's worth having all those extra cameras. Some nights when it's kind of slow and uneventful, then you dread going over all the cameras. So yeah, July and August is definitely going to be epic family haunting months. And then we get started doing Chasing Evil. I think this first Chasing Evil case, which I've got to go back through and read all the messages and stuff. Like I said, I was talking to them last night, late last night, working on getting everything set up and scheduled. It's pretty sad. Just the amount of women that's went missing in this area. A lot of crazy people out there. The good thing about this one is law enforcement's very, very open to working with us, so they're actually excited for us to get started on stuff. Which that always makes it nice, is when everybody's on board. That's the tough thing about the Chasing Evil, is getting everybody on board and everybody on the same page and just being open to, you know, the process. It's okay to be skeptical about it, but if somebody's been missing for years, I think, you know, why not try anything and everything? You know, just like that soldier that just came home. You know, he's been missing since 1944, and they didn't give up on him. What is that, 80, what is that, 80 some years? Is that right? 80 years? 44 to 24? My math is right. My math isn't good when I'm driving. Getting a lot of lightning. Hopefully that energizes the atmosphere for the investigation tonight. I wonder if Rocky or Sean's in the chat. They probably don't like watching my lives. I want to try to find a big, creepy, haunted location to investigate, to do like a Halloween special. I know October's a little ways off, but before you know it, it'll be right here. So if you guys think of any big, creepy, scary, haunted locations you would like us to do for like a special Halloween episode, drop a comment below. We'll try to make that happen. I've got a couple places in mind that I was thinking about doing. But what would you guys like to see? Preferably fairly close to us, because with our schedule right now, we don't have time to fly halfway across the country. So if it's in like Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, West Virginia, Virginia, Michigan. That'd be pretty cool to do. On the road again. I feel like we're always on the road. Good thing is this case isn't near as far as what last weekend's case. We didn't get home till Sunday morning at like 6:30 in the morning. I think I slept for an hour and 45 minutes, and then Duke kept waking me up, so I just stayed up until Sunday night around 10 o'clock. That's why when we do like this stuff in the Carolinas, it'd be easier just to go out, spend at least 3 days, and try to hit as many of these family hauntings as we can go to. Instead of constantly driving back and forth. So I think it's like a 8-9 hour drive for us. So definitely make sure Friday night, 8 o'clock, mark your calendars, set your notification, put a little sticky note on your TV screen. That way you don't forget, because like I said, this is a very, very cool episode. Even though it's a family haunting, it's got a very different and unique feel to it. I think you guys will really, really enjoy this. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Let me check my GPS again real quick. Okay, 1 mile, I turn left. I'm surprised I only lost the signal one time. Boy, it is getting dark over here. Let's see. Probably can't see anything. I hope I'm right.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Where's the stop sign at? So I got coconut. You guys see that? Coconut chapstick tonight. I don't know what town this is. Oh, that's bright. That was loud lightning. Yeah, if this lightning storm...
At the stop sign, turn left onto West Jackson Street.
Hear that? If this crazy lightning keeps up, it might be a pretty cool night. We always document really, really good evidence during the thunderstorms. I don't know if you guys heard that lightning, like lightning literally, or heard the thunder. Lightning just hit right over here.
In about 11 miles, turn right to
ever notice they put like Dollar General stores like everywhere? Like it could be the littlest town out in the middle of nowhere and it's got a Dollar General. Then if it's a big city or a big town, they've got like 10 Dollar Generals. Dollar General's motto, build it and they will come. I feel like every time I talk to Sean, he's either heading to Dollar General or leaving Dollar General. I think the town that they live in, that's like the only place they have to get anything. See, then when I run out of stuff to talk about, then it gets awkward. If I could read comments, I could, usually when I go live, like when I'm traveling like this and I don't have anybody read comments for me, I'll go back later, probably like tomorrow, and read through your guys' comments and stuff and try to answer your questions. But yeah, I'll try to post that preview in the episode for Friday night, probably like Wednesday. If you guys would please share it out on all your social media and share it with all your friends and family. And my goal this year is I want to hit 10,000 people in the live premiere at some point this year. I think we can do it. We've been close. We've been over 8,000 before. I think 9,000's our, maybe close to 9,000, maybe a little over 9,000 is our closest. So I set little goals. So if we can go 10,000, then once we get to 500,000 subscribers, I will get my tattoo, and Rocky will get his ears pierced. We'll do that live. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you don't care about me getting a tattoo, then subscribe to the channel. See, if I go live with you guys on these road trips when I'm by myself, and instead of talking to myself, I talk to you guys. That makes it less awkward. Well, there's a lot of little creepy houses out in the farm fields around here. Hope you guys enjoyed the look back on, what was it, Thursday night's episode. We had a crazy busy night, Friday night. So, and as you guys know, we only typically do like 3 new episodes every month. It's hard to keep up doing 3 episodes when you're constantly on the road, and you know, maybe one day down the road we could start doing 4 episodes. But if you do 4 episodes a month for an entire year, I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's a crazy schedule. And my thing is, I would rather put out 3 good, solid, high-quality episodes that you guys enjoy than just trying to push out episodes to get 4 out a month. That's kind of how we look at things. So if you think about the time that it takes to go out, travel, film an episode, come back, review everything, and then it takes about, on average, about 100 hours, anywhere from 80 to 100 hours to edit an episode. To try to push forward would just be, if we had a big crew of people like doing stuff for us, like editing and all that stuff, it'd be no big deal. We would just go out and film and give them the footage and they could do all that stuff. But to me, I know other channels have tried doing that. I think Sam and Colby a few years ago kind of subbed out their editing and people really noticed a big difference. So they went back to doing it themselves. So people do notice that stuff. Like if we had somebody else editing it for us, chances are you guys are going to know, and chances are you probably may or may not like it. I mean, not that they couldn't do a better job, but typically viewers get used to your show being produced a certain way, and then when somebody else does it, people typically aren't very happy. So, and we do everything ourselves. I mean, as far as social media, filming, editing, everything we do, just the three of us. You gotta think too, not only do we do YouTube, but we also have our show on Amazon Prime TV. So that's a whole nother process, delivering episodes and seasons to Amazon and all the metadata and all the stuff that you have to do behind the scenes for that. It takes quite a while. If anybody's ever had to fill out a production metadata sheet form, it takes a while. And then for like Amazon and stuff, you have to do closed caption, subtitles. So the production and TV business is a very time-consuming world. I mean, YouTube's a lot easier because you just edit the video, upload it to YouTube. You know, once they do all their uploads and finalize the episode, then they do all the subtitles and closed captions and all that stuff for you. But with like Amazon, you have to have that. You either do it yourself or you have to pay a company to do it. And for those of you that's not really familiar with like subtitles and closed caption, is very, very expensive to do. Typically with both those, you try to be in the range of $12 a minute. So if you do 44-minute episode, which is what they typically ask for, because then that gives them 6 minutes for advertising and commercials. And then, so if you take a 44-minute episode times $12, and then let's say you do that season's got 10 episodes, that's a lot of money that you have to put forward for the subtitles and closed caption. Not that you guys really care about that production side of things, but that's why we don't get a whole lot of sleep when we're not on the road. We're scheduling, and then we're doing all this other stuff for like Amazon. And we stream on so many other platforms as well. I typically just focus on YouTube, and then I let Sean and Rocky focus on like Amazon, and Rocky handles a lot of the social media stuff. So we try to, anytime you guys get a comment back, it's always us commenting to you. So anytime we get a break from anything, we go through our comments, we try to comment back to you guys. Just because I feel it's important, you know, we appreciate your guys' support, and so I think it's important for us to get on there and let you guys know, and at least take moment and comment back to you. Although we can't comment back to everybody, we do try to comment back to as many people as possible. So just so you guys know, we do greatly appreciate your support, your friendship. You guys have definitely been very instrumental in helping us grow into who we are now, not only as investigators, but just people. And so thank you guys. So I've got to call Sean and Rocky and see where they want to meet up before we go start shooting interviews. I think I got to start shooting interviews at 6 o'clock. So I may be running a little bit late. We'll see. But like I said, next week I will probably go live at some point. But
in 1 mile, turn right to merge onto Indiana Route 3 South.
I'll go live at some point, and then I'll upload that preview for Friday night's episode. That way you guys can share it out and all that fun stuff. I think we turn up here. Tell me where to turn, GPS. Please tell me where to turn.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
Thank you.
At the light, use the right lane to merge onto Indiana Route 3 South.
So, what's this?
Turn right.
Thank you, Mr. GPS. Go straight for 68,000 miles. Oh, I better slow down. Sharp curve. Sharp curve, wet roads. I honestly cannot believe that I only lost the signal one time this whole way over here.
Use the right lane to take the exit onto Memorial Drive.
Okay, I'm gonna call Rocky and them. So thank you guys.